The Compromise of 1877. In the presidential election of 1876, the Republicans nominated Rutherford B. Hayes of Ohio as their candidate for president. The Democrats nominated Samuel Tilden of New York. Tilden won 184 electoral votes, just one short of the majority needed to win. Hayes won 165 electoral votes. Neither had the simple majority needed to claim victory. Republicans claimed an additional 19 electoral votes from the southern states of Florida, Louisiana, and South Carolina. Claims of voter fraud in these states could be heard coming from both sides. In all three disputed states, rival election boards submitted different election returns or ballot counts, making it impossible to tell who had actually won the election. So, in January of 1877, Congress set up a special 15-member committee to try and straighten out this mess. These members came from both houses of Congress and the Supreme Court. They voted to decide who would become president, and their vote split along party lines 8-7 in favor of the Republican candidate, Rutherford B. Hayes. They then submitted their recommendation to the full House of Representatives to make it official. After lots of arguing in the House between Democrats and Republicans, they voted to accept the special committee's report and declared Hayes the new president by one electoral vote, 185 to 184. In order to reach this compromise, some Democrats had to secretly agree to support the Republican candidate for president. Their support would give the Republicans the electoral votes needed to win the election for Hayes. So, it was agreed in secret that the electoral votes from the disputed states of Louisiana, Florida, and South Carolina would go to Hayes. In return, the Republicans promised that Hayes would withdraw all federal troops from the disputed states, which would effectively cause those Republican-controlled state governments to collapse because there would be no federal troops there to ensure that newly freed men could vote. In effect, this would restore power to the old Southern elite and reestablish Democrat control of these states. So in conclusion, the Compromise of 1877 did four things you need to remember. 1. It removed federal troops from the South. 2. It returned home rule to white Southern Democrats. 3. It erased civil rights for newly freed people in the South. And 4. It marked the official end of the Reconstruction period and the beginning of Jim Crow in the South.